Jordan Davis. In left field, and batting sixth, number 9, Josie Hinson. The DP, number 1, Hannah Jones. At first base, and batting eighth, number 22, Jessie Piles. In right field, and batting ninth, number 14, Emily Gilliland. And pitching the flex, number 19, Callie Lawrence. And the head coach of the Tigers, Randall King. At this time, please rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
And welcome to the Tigers Softball Complex. I'm Dan Hawk on the play-by-play duties for tonight. Greg Spencer will be my color analyst as Putnam City North comes to the Tigers Softball Complex with a 6-14 record, 6th in the district. The Broken Arrow Tigers are 23-3 on the year, and they are 2nd in the district. So this is a good opportunity for them to pick up their 24th win of the season here at home. Perfect night for some softball weather. It's got to be in the mid-80s, but it is definitely going to be perfect. Not much wind, and I don't think the sun is going to play a factor this evening as well for the Tigers. This weather truly looks phenomenal. Greg Spencer along with me this evening. Greg, perfect opportunity for the Lady Tigers to pick up a big-time win here at home this evening.
Yeah, it's a beautiful night. You know, we kind of had a hot day throughout the afternoon, but the evening temperatures have settled down. It's a pretty good night for baseball as the 23-3 Broken Arrow Tigers look to improve on that outstanding start to the season.
Yeah, and Callie Lawrence will start it off in the circle for the Tigers, and at the plate, Kylie Smith, the left fielder, will be stepping up first for Putnam City. First pitch at 6:58, just outside for ball number 1 on Miss Smith. Second pitch just missed the corner. Smith trying to go for the bunt. But nothing doing. It's now 2-0. Third pitch is a called strike on the outside corner, so now the count is 2-1 on Smith. Especially at this point of the season, Greg, these district games are even more crucial.
Absolutely.
Bunt to third. Tigers get the out with no problems.
Well, Scarborough's throw was a little bit high over there, but Taylor Clay did a nice job reaching up, keeping her toe on the bag, and Tigers get the first out.
So with that, Monica Coates comes up to the plate, the center fielder for Putnam City. Panthers are 6-14 on the season. And she fouls the first offering to her. That ball just a little on the inside on Coates, so it's now 1-1. That one's going to go out of play. It's now 1-2 on Monica Coates.
Sorry, we had a little bit of a scoreboard issue there. We actually had the Putnam City original logo and name up there. We're getting that fixed. That was a computer software. We'll clock it up to that.
Hey, we're updating a lot of stuff on campus right now with the new Jumbotron.
Yeah, blame it on the internet.
Yeah. 2-2's account on Coates. Sprayed into right, shallow right.
Or deep second base.
Yeah, one of the two. Taylor Clay hauls it in for the second out in the top of the first.
Well, Dan, you and I both, we talked to Coach King last week on the first episode of Uncaged for the year, and he talked a little bit about, not only how well this team is playing, but also that they've got some injuries to the pitching staff. So, it's a testament to their depth that they can continue to roll even though they're missing some of their top starters.
Yeah, and the hitting played a big factor in their last one at home that we did the call on ArrowVision. So, you got to capitalize on games like this with a 6-14 team coming to town.
Yeah, injuries are a part of it. You got to have that next man up mentality.
Kyler Rent's second pitch on Savannah Martinez.
Pretty nice take there by Martinez. Nice off-speed pitch. She did not make the offering on it.
So now we're at 1-1. Getting that outside there. Gotta like that outside corner. Looked like a drop pitch there.
Got an interesting white-on-white uniform battle going on tonight. You don't see that in a lot of sports, but apparently that's what we're doing here tonight. Tigers not going with their gray pinstripes, their new unis. We talked about how much we like those as swings and misses.
Kyler Rentz gets it out of the inning. So the Tigers will come up to the plate as we return on ArrowVision. We're scoreless at the Tiger Softball Complex.
Life happens in a hurry. Our money experts will help you keep up. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance. Racing towards the end of the month? Ask about our early pay options. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
While you are teaching someone special the nuances of keeping the wheel steady, we can provide you means for you to maintain financial equilibrium. First National Bank of Broken Arrow. First people put people first.
And welcome back to Broken Arrow Softball with Putnam City North going down in the inning 1-2-3. So the Tigers will come up to the plate with Emily Evans, followed by Taylor Clay and Maisie Childress in the hole. Tigers 23-3 on the season, second in the district, with Putnam City coming in at 6-14. In the circle for Putnam City, Angel Franklin. Evans has played 25 games this season, 80 at-bats. She's batting almost 400 as well. And that sun, like we said, is not going to play a factor, I don't think, now. And the pitch. Right down the middle. As Evans takes her first pitch for a strike.
Thought that one looked a little low.
It did look a little low. I'm still a little thrown off on the pair of white jerseys out there for both teams, where the only ones that are different are the umpires with baby blue. 1-1 is the count on Evans. She's going to get a base hit into right for the easy single.
Nice job there by Emily as she stayed back, got a nice pitch to hit, went the opposite way with it, and she's leading things off with a single.
So Taylor Clay comes up to the plate, 72 plate appearances, batting 542 on the season.
That's a pretty good average.
I would take that any day of the week. She lets the first pitch go into the dirt on the outside. I'm still getting used to the fact that in softball in Oklahoma, it's fast pitch in this fall, slow pitch in the spring, as she sends it into left for a single. So now we have ducks on the first and second, which will bring up Maisie Childers. Childers, correction. You know, like Coach King was telling us earlier in the week, just how big softball has grown in the state the past couple of years as well, with Oklahoma and Oklahoma State representing the College World Series, Greg. It's been a massive improvement for the sport. That one is going to be fouled just out of the...
Yeah, it's like the evolution with anything. I mean, you look back, I remember, you know, after OU won the College World Series again this year, I saw some pictures of Patty Gasso's first team that won it, and they were still wearing shorts, you know, and that was in 2000.
Yep.
So, I mean, it's the evolution of sports changed a lot. You know, the mask that pitchers wear for safety reasons, just the style as well, and then the popularity and the growth. You know, when you have a program like Oklahoma and then Oklahoma State in recent years, there's a trickle-down effect across kids in the state. And when you're hosting the World Series every year, kind of like how baseball has done with Omaha, you know, that's only going to increase the popularity of the sport throughout the state.
Absolutely. Childers shopping at the Gap discount clothing rack. That's going to bring in Evans, followed by Clay, and she's going to go into third. I think she could have stood up, but she got her pants dirty there for the triple.
Well, she's not going to get them dirty on that turf.
Yeah, true. But still, good effort for her. Tigers take the 2-0 lead.
Yeah, that was a nice piece of hitting right there. Just stayed back on it. You know, love seeing hitters go the opposite way and take what the pitcher gives them. She just rocked that solid line drive into the right center field gap.
So that'll bring up Scarborough. First pitch, it's going to hit the back of the net. Coming in to score, I believe, with her hand.
Yeah, that was kind of one of those times where the lack of dirt actually kind of hurt
slowed
her
her up
there. Yeah, she kind of hit a little bit of a funky position the way her cleat dug into the turf.
But we'll take it. Scarborough, another solid hitter, batting .539 on the season with 76 plate appearances. As the count now rolls to 2-0. This one, with her speed, beats out an infield single going to second.
Yeah, Tigers hitting everything right now. You know, no homers early, but they're getting good swings on everything. That one right back to the pitcher, but a bang play. Couldn't field it cleanly. You know, maybe a chance if the second baseman's able to pick it up, but Scarborough was, you know, hooking it down the line there. So 4 straight hits.
So Jordan Davis now with no outs with 1 on. She checks her swing. Scarborough goes into second safely.
Dan, did you steal any bases in Little League back in the day?
Hey, I was a lefty, man. I stole any chance I could get.
When you used to have to, you couldn't get a lead, or what was it, like sixth grade when they first started letting you get a lead?
You laugh. I actually wore a Jackie Robinson jersey when I was a little kid, so you as a Dodger fan would respect that.
There you go.
Davis just going to foul it inside the Broken Arrow Tiger dugout. It is now 1-1. With the bunt to third. She's going to be out at first, but she advances the runner. Scarborough now goes into third.
A little interesting, you know, playing safety there to get the runner over to third when you already got a 3-0 lead, but, you know, she's capable of bunting for a base hit as well. But cleanly fielded there over at third base by, I believe that was number 21, which I don't see on the roster. Do you have on the Putnam City? Stubbs. Yeah, Stubbs. Fielded that cleanly and made a nice throw.
So with that, Josie Henson at the plate. Swings on the first pitch.
Really took something off of that one. Fooled her.
How's that pole treating you so far?
I just have to pick and choose which side I want to lean to.
Henson lays down a bunt.
Safety squeeze. Almost ran into the tag, but she's called safe.
Scarborough comes in to score. That will make it a 4-0 advantage for the Tigers.
It's another nice effort defensively by Stubbs. She almost made an outstanding play, but good hustle down the line by Scarborough. And the Tigers, like you said, up 4-0 here early on. May have a repeat of the JV game we just watched before this.
Potentially. Hannah Jones now steps up to the plate. She's batting .342 on the year, 13 hits as well. First pitch, a ball. And the runner goes, but off the foul tip, she will come back to first. Henson. You know, it has cooled down since the last time we broadcast a game for ArrowVision out here for softball.
Yeah, we had a nice streak of weather there. Heated back up a little bit today, but a nice evening at the park.
Tigers going to get into second base. Henson stealing a bag.
And Panthers coming on the wrong end of some bang plays here the last couple times, both at the plate, now at second base, at first base as well. They kind of had some defensive miscues to start the game, but now all of a sudden they're making some nice plays, but Tigers just beating them.
So 2-1 to Jones. She fouls it off. That one just out of the reach of Savannah Martinez. 2-2 now. Tigers lead it 4-0 in the bottom of the first. As Jones asks for time to the umpire, and she gets it. So we reset. Henson jumping, but not going to race to third just yet. So full count now. Your favorite count when you were a hitter, correct, Greg, back in the day?
I don't know about that. I kind of was partial to 2-0, 2-1 counts.
Jones lifts it into right. That one's going to be caught. But Henson tags and goes into third, no problems. So with 2 outs, Jessie Piles will come up looking for her first at bat and also an RBI here.
Yeah, for whatever reason, my dad back in the day always used to tell me the 2-1 count was the best count in baseball.
Yeah.
But,
and you batted right-handed, didn't you?
Yeah.
I was a goofy lefty. Piles. I'll let that one stay outside. Fouls the second pitch to the back of the net. The count is now 1-1. Piles also hitting over 346 at bats, 14 hits, 11 singles, 2 doubles. That one just off the mark. She's now 1-2. That pitch outside. The count moves to 2-2.
Yeah, the crazy thing about the high school softball season is just how fast and furious it is. They start in early August and finish in early October. It's basically you blink and you look up and they played 25, 30 games.
Piles is going to go down on strikes, though. Tigers get 4 hits on 4 runs in the inning. They now lead it 4-0. As we head to the top of the second. At the Tiger Softball Complex, I'm Dan Hawk alongside Greg Spencer.
There is nothing like teaching about the rewards in life, like catching that first big fish. Now they can learn about other rewards by opening up my first savings account just for them. First National Bank of Broken Arrow. First people put people first.
Tulsa Bone and Joint, Northeast Oklahoma's sports medicine experts. We are pleased to help you and the athletes in your life with a number of surgical and non-surgical options. Tulsa Bone and Joint is proud to serve as team orthopedist for local high schools such as Broken Arrow, Owasso, Sapulpa, Cascia Hall, and Bishop Kelly. We're also proud to be team orthopedist for FC Tulsa. Tulsa Bone and Joint, moving life forward.
If you and your family have been waiting for the perfect time to...
We are in the top of the second. Broken Arrow leading it 4-0 after picking up 4 quick hits and 4 quick runs over Putnam City North this evening.
Well, before we got rudely interrupted by that commercial break, we were talking about just how quick their season goes. The Tigers will be on the road tomorrow out Southmore before they'll be back here for senior night Thursday against Booker T. And then they still have 2 more home games and a Jinx Festival on September 30th before we get into playoffs. So,
and as you know, when you play those not necessarily in-town teams, but in-area teams like Jinx, it's even more of a dogfight. The first pitch to Aubrey Miller was called strike. Second one also a strike. So Callie Lawrence liking what she's seeing in the circle so far.
Regional pairings for 5A and 6A will be released Friday, September 29th. So not too far away, just about 11 days before we'll find out where the playoff destination, what the brackets look like, and another road to a possible state tournament, state championship for the Lady Tigers.
Well, and like Randall King said on our podcast, he has a lot of high hopes for this team as it's a mixture of veterans and younger players that have just really bought into his system this season. 1-2 in the count on Miller. Miller goes down on strikes. That's his second K in the circle for Callie Lawrence.
Yeah, that pitch had some late movement on it out of the zone. She got her chasing for the first out of the inning.
I'm waiting for you to do a Dan Does stuff, and I've got to take some batting practice with these Lady Tigers.
Yeah, we need to get on that because time's running out if we don't. Or we may want to wait till after their season's over so we don't interrupt them. We talked about, I think, maybe doing a fall sports, an addition for, fall sports, winter sports, spring sports. So we could, yeah.
Either way, just make fun of me.
Put that on my reminding.
No,
list,
so that we can make fun of me for sure. As Briley Brungart Davis.
How many swings would you need to get to make contact?
You know, I'm going to be cocky. I'm going to say 2. I'm going to say 2 swings.
I don't know. I haven't played baseball or softball in quite a while, so I'm not sure I'd fare very well. My wife was actually an all-state softball pitcher, and we play catch every now and then, and she tries to get me to squat down, and and I'm like, no.
Unsuccessful?
You throw too hard.
Well, I did an angle like that with Boise State softball once. This pitcher later went on to play for UCF, and they throw hard. I'll just put it that way.
Well, and it's just such a different.
It's totally different than
look
the years of playing
what
baseball.
You get from baseball.
Yep. Davis goes into right. What a grab by the Tigers. Emily Gillen hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, she got a little bit of a late break on it there. I think she thought it was going to be hit a little bit deeper, so caught herself taking that first step back, but made a nice attempt on it. And shoestring grab there for the second out of the inning.
So for the first out of the inning, DeJuan Stubbs is now at the plate. Lorenz starting to favor that outside corner. That one just a little too far outside. Second pitch right down the middle for strike number 1. You know, we were talking about the evolution of the game of softball. I remember when they didn't wear face masks in the circle, and now that's just a common occurrence on every game that you pretty much see anymore.
Yeah, I think in college, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's a choice. In high school, I feel like it's mandatory. I could be wrong on that, but seems to be you see pretty much every pitcher wear it.
Yeah. Scarborough hauls it in. Tigers get out of the inning, no problems. They still lead it 4-0 as we go to the bottom of the second at the Tiger Softball Complex. You're watching Tiger Softball on ArrowVision.
I encourage them to come to work. I have a great group of people driving the bus. That management group over there is top notch. That's the best management group I ever worked for that cares about you, cares about the student, make sure you have the proper equipment to do the job. Favorite part of my job, in the morning and in the evening when I say, good morning, have a good evening. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Well, the Tigers put up 4 runs in the top of the first as Emily Gillen comes up to the plate for her first appearance, and they hope that offense continues here in the second inning. "21 games played for Gillen. She sends that into right. It's going to get out of play, though. So that'll be the first strike at the at-bat. Oh, and 1 the count. Gillen, looks like that took it off her front foot. And she's going to go to first by the hit by pitch.
Back to the top of the order again.
Yes, sir. Evans picking up a single in her first at bat. So no outs for Evans. Gillen stealing second, no problems. Goes in there without a tag.
Yeah, absolutely awesome jump there. Had no chance there for the catcher.
That pitch gonna tailor the inside corner for ball number 2. Evans has 32 now hits on the season. She does have 2 home runs. It's Putnam City North. Angel Franklin has her first meeting in the circle with Savannah Martinez. One on one's the count. She's going to spray this one, but Putnam City North is going to gobble it up at first base by Aubrey Miller for the first out of the inning. So with 1 out, Clay comes up to the plate. Gillen is on third after the ground out.
Well, productive out there. You never complain about moving a run over into scoring position, and that's exactly what she did. Busy night on campus here tonight. You got volleyball going on over at the field house. You got JV, now varsity softball. We got JV football going over back behind us. So be sure and follow at BA Tiger Sports and see that weekly schedule and see how you can come out and support these student athletes.
Clay fouling it off. Was a little late on that swing. Opportunity here to bring in a run. She's going to let that pitch come in. Three and one now on Clay. Clay draws the walk, so now we have runners at the corners.
Good patient at bat. She didn't chase anything, work the count. You know, a lot of times people get somebody at third. You might chase something, but no reason not to keep runners getting on the bases here and give Macy a chance to drive in a few.
So Macy Childers with an opportunity with runners at the corner. First pitch, a ball.
Both
runners, yeah, both runners looking like they could have went. Clay advances to second. Evans has to slide back into third.
Catcher tried to kind of sneak something back over to third, but about threw it into left field there.
With Stubbs playing in, though, doesn't give an opportunity for
you got
a throwback. So Childers sends it to center for the out, but coming in to score underneath the tag is Evans. Tigers now jump out to a 5-0 lead.
Good swing there by Macy. She drove it, hit it hard, but right to the center fielder who barely even had to move and then made a competitive throw. Again, we talked about some of these bang-bang plays that have gone against Putnam City, and there's another one. If you don't have the good speed at third base, the Tigers probably don't score there.
So with 2 outs, Scarborough comes up for the Tigers. And she's going to send this one Looked like it was going to go over the shortstop. I got in a little glimpse backwards
Hey,
there.
I'm the one with the obstructed
Yeah,
view.
I know. You can blame me, but Scarborough flies out to short to end the inning. They lead it, though, 5-0 here at the Tiger Softball Complex. You're watching Tiger Softball on ArrowVision.
Life happens in a hurry. Our money experts will help you keep up. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance. Racing towards the end of the month? Ask about our early pay options. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
While you are teaching someone special the nuances of keeping the wheel steady, we can provide you means for you to maintain financial equilibrium. First National Bank of Broken Arrow. First people put people first.
Welcome back to the Tiger Softball Complex. 7-8-9 up for Putnam City North. Chloe Felipe getting her first at bat for the Lady Panthers. Tigers added another number, or as my old baseball coach would say, a crooked number up on the scoreboard. So far,
Is a
Broken
one
Arrow
considered crooked?
Hey, he always said if we got to run, he always said crooked.
Isn't
whatever.
one as straight as a number could possibly
Hey, I'm
be?
just telling you, he was just happy to get runs up on the board. Chloe Felipe.
That's one of those sayings that that you just kind of go with. It doesn't make a ton of sense.
No, it doesn't. Felipe on the bunt, fouls it straight back to us. There's so many baseball
Yeah,
terminology.
a
I mean,
lot
you're
of
making
old.
fun of me here, but there's a lot, you know.
Can of corn.
Can of corn, yep. My favorite is telling young freshmen, can you go get the keys to the batter's box? And they're running everywhere to try to find it. Callie Lawrence working quickly again. She picks up her second strike on Chloe. Is that a white helmet or a light purple helmet?
I think we just got some different shades of white going on.
Of all over the place this evening.
It's got a touch of lavender.
No, not purple. Sorry for all our color correction people here.
They're inspired by Taylor Swift.
Yeah, they are.
She has a song called Lavender Haze, if you didn't know.
I did not know that one. So that pitch is fouled off. Count remains 1-2.
Bet you didn't think there was going to be a Taylor Swift reference.
No, I
on
did
tonight's
not.
podcast.
I was waiting for that Taylor Swift.
Our viewership actually just went up
just because
I
of that.
mentioned
I
Taylor
can
Swift. That's how popular she is right now.
I would say she's the most popular female artist right now, or male.
She may be the most popular artist of all time.
Yeah.
Female artist at this point, with success.
For male and female
That's beside
fans.
the point.
Yeah.
We don't want to dive
yeah, I'm not trying to go into the weeds here.
Turn
Greg.
this into a Taylor Swift podcast. all because of the
shade of the
shade
helmet,
of white
yeah.
of Putnam City North's helmets.
So the count is now 2-2 on Chloe Felipe. Excuse me.
Worked a full after falling behind 1-2. Got to have a competitive pitch here. Make her get a swing on it. You're working the bottom of the order. You got a 5-0 lead. Don't start off the inning with a free pass. And that's what just happened.
Yep. So the walk. We'll bring up Rhea Swarab. Third base and first. Draw in for the bunt. Throwback.
Oh, got her.
How about that one for the Tigers? Jordan Davis with the put out there.
Well, that's just irresponsible base running right there if you're Putnam City North's coach, you're trying to get back in this game. You get the first man on first base and just fall asleep down there. Nice play there by Davis.
So the count is still clean.
Little shades of Pudge Rodriguez back in the day.
A little bit.
Firing it down to first base.
And another bunt. Davis going to work it again to first. Yeah. No problems. That brings up the second out of the inning.
Davis is pretty good behind the plate, as you've seen on these last two plays.
So, Angel Franklin now up, the pitcher. And the first pitch is way outside for ball one.
Would you say it was just a bit outside?
Just a bit outside. Now we're going to go in a Bob Uecker line, I guess, here.
I was trying to set you up for it.
Yeah, I know you were. I'm not going to bite for it, though. 1-0 the count.
Ooh,
working it up and in.
She could have ran into that one.
It's now 2-0. Monica Coates working in the bullpen for the Lady Panthers. Callie Lawrence going to get that one to foul directly into Davis. So Davis gets all three outs in the inning for the Tigers. So Tigers lead it 5-0 as we go to the bottom of the third here at the Tiger Softball Complex.
While you are teaching someone special the nuances of keeping the wheel steady, we can provide you means for you to maintain financial equilibrium. First National Bank of Broken Arrow. First people put people first.
Your side hustle keeps you moving. We'll help you get where you really want to go. T2CU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
Isn't it nice to know that you can spend your weekend any way you like? We have convenient e-bank products such as online banking, mobile deposits, mobile banking, and account alerts, just to name a few. E-bank, whenever, wherever, whyever. First National Bank of Broken Arrow. First people put people first.
Welcome back to the Tiger Softball Complex. Broken Arrow on top of Putnam City North, 5-0. Jordan Davis getting all three outs for the Tigers in the top of the third. Now she's going to come up to the plate and hopefully start this offense.
It would be very fitting if she hit a home run right now.
Yes, it would.
After showcasing her defensive prowess, getting all three outs in a variety of different ways. Let's get a first pitch swing and a bomb to left. Nope. Taking first pitch. Maybe we can, she can work the count. If
we could take that. Davis looking for her first home run of the season. She swings on the second offering. The count is now 0-2 as she falls in it. Lets that one going into the turf. Count is now 1-2. Davis is going to foul that one out of play. Hits the top of the Broken Arrow Tigers dugout.
Back in the days of the Idaho Little Leagues that you used to play, and the kids used to get, like, you would chase the foul balls at the Little League field and get like a free Coke or a snow cone.
Free Kit Kat bar is usually what it was.
Oh,
Davis looks. She's
got her
gonna
in the
get.
foot.
I thought it hit her, like grazed her kneecap.
That's the second time we've seen a low pitch hit a Tiger in the foot and send him to first base.
So Josie Henson will come to the plate. Single in the top of the first. Davis running it a little bit just to check out her foot. Flushay.
We'll excuse you because you're from Idaho.
Okay, thank you. Flushay. Flushay.
Kind of like Bobby Boucher, like
okay.
Flushay.
Oh man.
I'll handle this one.
Okay, thank you.
I know this because her mother is a teacher in the district. I actually did her Teacher of the Year video a few years. So Christy Flushay, she had a brother or a son that played on the baseball team that graduated last year, I believe. So it's a hard name to pronounce.
I will let you handle it as Henson draws bunt for the called strike. The count is now 1-1 on Josie Henson. I want to say it, but I know I'm going to screw it up again, so I'll just let you handle it. I'm saying it in my head, and I'm saying it wrong.
Flushay.
Flushay.
Now say it together.
Flushay.
There you go. And that's we're an educational institute.
That's what it's all about.
It's all about learning.
So the count is now 1-2 on Henson. Henson going to let that one go into the turf as well. So back to your Little League days. The count is now 2-2, the favorite one of Greg Spencer. Flushay over at first.
She's wanting to still.
Yeah,
let's
was
give her the
looking
green
like
light
it.
here. Full count.
Hitter's pitch opportunity with no outs for Henson.
She's golf.
Henson going to get the base hit down the left field line. Flushay rounds third. Going to come in to score. No problems there. Tigers now lead it 6-0 with Henson's double to start out the inning.
We don't have advanced statistics on this broadcast, but if we did, the exit velocity on that hit was the hardest hit of the night right there. My eyeball test says so.
Is that something that's in the budget for years to come with ArrowVision?
Maybe next year. But, yeah, that was smoke down the line, good base running. I thought we might have a play at the plate, but the ball was not fielded cleanly by the cutoff man. And so Flushay comes flying around and scores from first.
Now Jones sends it right back to the pitcher, but she advances the runner. So Henson now goes into third. And kind of like what you said earlier in the ball game, it's all about just advancing those runners. I mean, it might not be the hit that you wanted, but
yeah, if you have a productive out, as opposed to, in certain situations where if you don't advance a runner or bring in a runner, it seems Tigers up 6-0 pretty much every time tonight. Somebody's had an out with runners on base. It's at least been productive.
So Jesse Piles,
station to station, right?
That's right.
Another old baseball saying.
Struck out in the first. Looking to bring in a run here. That ball low for ball one. No wind at all, but the perfect weather for a softball game.
Oh,
that one goes to center for the out, but Tigers going to get another run. Henson.
Oh, closer than I thought it was going to be there.
Able to get by the tag to make it 7-0. So sac fly for Piles. And the Tigers at a crooked number.
2 is definitely more
Here
crooked than 1.
So Emily Gillen at the plate with 2 outs with no runners on. She's going to send that one into foul territory. Aubrey Miller hauls it in. Tigers add another one to make it 7-0 here in the bottom of the third. As we go to the fourth, you're watching Tiger softball on ArrowVision.
There is nothing like teaching about the rewards in life, like catching that first big fish. Now they can learn about other rewards by opening up my first savings account just for them. First National Bank of Broken Arrow. First people put people first.
Tulsa Bone and Joint, Northeast Oklahoma's sports medicine experts. We are pleased to help you and the athletes in your life with a number of surgical and non-surgical options. Tulsa Bone and Joint is proud to serve as team orthopedist for local high schools such as Broken Arrow, Owasso, Sapulpa, Cascia Hall, and Bishop Kelly. We're also proud to be team orthopedist for FC Tulsa. Tulsa Bone and Joint, moving life forward.
And welcome back to the Tiger softball complex. Broken Arrow leading it 7-0 here in the fourth. Looking for their 24th win of the season. Putnam City North, 6th in the district standings. Tigers 2nd in the district standings. It's Callie Lawrence having a day in the circle so far.
Well, Dan, it's homecoming week in Broken Arrow. You just started this job a couple months ago, and you get to experience your first homecoming parade, homecoming football Friday night. Are you excited?
I'm very excited. As Tigers
nice play.
Make a heck of a play by Emily Evans to get out Putnam City North.
Well, and that's one of the things in softball. You see more of those bang plays because of the smaller field, and the margin of error is often less. You really don't have time. Very rarely do you see somebody bobble a ball and be able to get an out. But nice job there by Evans. Outstanding effort to get the lead out.
Smith was out on that play.
Well, we were talking about homecoming before that play.
I understand that homecoming in Broken Arrow is unlike any other type of homecoming that I've probably ever been to.
There's a lot of big homecomings out there. BA does it pretty big. After this pitch, I got some homecoming trivia for you.
Monica Coates on the bunt. Davis fires it over to first for the second out of the inning.
The first graduating class in the history of Broken Arrow High School. Scroll down so you can't see
Oh,
that.
you're going to ask me a trivia
was
question.
in 1908. How many students were in that class? How many seniors graduated from the first
I'm going to say
Broken Arrow High School?
14.
3.
Well,
Is that
I was up
amazing?
by 11.
3 people.
That's pretty impressive.
So here we are 115 years later, and we're
what's the
graduating
average?
about 1,500 a year now.
Okay. Savannah Martinez at the plate for Putnam City North. 1-0 is the count. My brother graduated with 27, I believe.
Wow. Yeah, my wife was about 30.
I went
was
to the
about
big
150.
school of Lewiston, and it was like 350. But my brother stayed in the farm school of Cul-de-sac. So look that one up. You'll see how small it is. 2-0 the count on Martinez. Callie looking at her arm to get the sign. She fires it right down the middle to make the count 2-1. So will this year's senior class be the most for Broken Arrow? Or does it fluctuate from year to year?
Well, yeah. I mean, since this is my 10th year here, so it's kind of steadily progressed. I would say we're kind of on a pattern. We're here lately. It's anywhere from 50 to 100 more. I want to say we're averaging right now. I apologize if these numbers are wrong, but I believe we're averaging about 300 new students per year in the district right now. So it's
good amount.
The growth rate, it's a great town. I actually just saw on the BA Buzz recently that some publication ranked Broken Arrow is the 8th best town in the Midwest to live in.
Wow.
So
very impressive.
Not too bad.
So Callie falls to 3-2 on the count to Martinez. But she gets that one to go. That will be her third strikeout of the game as the Tigers get out of the inning. They lead at 7-0 over Putnam City North. Broken Arrow coming up to the plate. We'll be back right after this on ArrowVision.
I encourage them to come to work. I have a great group of people driving bus. That management group over there is top notch. That's the best management group I ever worked for that cares about you, cares about the student, make sure you have the proper equipment to do the job. Favorite part of my job, in the morning and in the evening when I say, good morning, have a good evening. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Bottom of the fourth inning here at the Tiger Softball Complex. Broken Arrow on top of Putnam City North. 7-0. They have scored in every inning so far with 5 hits. Emily Evans coming up to the plate. And in the circle is now Monica Coates pitching for Putnam City North.
Want to remind you, if you're listening or watching here tonight and you're coming to the football game on Friday night, there are some new procedures. Those are district implemented procedures. Be sure and go to either at BA Tiger Sports Facebook page or at BA Schools Facebook page to easily find those and kind of address. There's a new clear bag policy and some other things if you haven't been to a game this year. Only the second home game, but it's excited. The Tigers inviting Southmore to town. Dan, you'll be on the call once again, trying to get your first W behind the mic and for the team, to start district play.
And hopefully we do take care of business against Southmore as Evans going to send a poke bouncing off the center field wall. She's going to go into second and says, nope, I'm going into third. Sliding for the triple to start.
No home run trot there. She was getting out of the box and had her eye on a triple all the way, as that looked like it off the bat had a chance to leave the park, but she was flying around the bases for the triple.
How about that? Start out the bottom of the fourth.
A little winded over there at third base right now.
With that, Taylor Clay now at the plate.
Chance to drive in a run.
She had a single in the first, walk in the second. Looking for another base hit with Evans looking in to score from third. That one's going to run in. The count will fall to 2-0. I think Evans finally caught her breath at third. Clay gonna just spray this one. Sneaks into right. Evans comes in to score. Kylie Smith unable to hang on that one. I would say that would be a hit, but I might be being generous this evening.
Yeah, I don't see why not. When in doubt, if you're the home
give
scorer,
it to the, yeah.
Give it a hit.
That's what I would say. So that means it's now 8-0 in favor of the Tigers for Macy Childers.
Macy, I mean, you got the stats in front of you. Macy got any home runs this year?
Let me see here. Can't see
the way you got this document, it's tough to kind of see from the name on.
Tigers going to second. That is Clay with the stolen base.
2. I think 2. It's hard to see from way over there. We're going to give her 2. Good job, Macy. Regardless, she looks capable of hitting home runs. So.
She's actually got 3. So
go.
opportunity here for Childress with 1 on. Tigers have 7 hits in the ball game. Childress going to let that one go by. 3-0. She'll probably be taking here. Unless it's down the middle, then she could be saying Yahtzee.
I'd give her the green light here.
Yeah, why not? Scarborough on deck. Macy gonna draw the walk.
I've always find it kind of interesting, the whole, that's, you know, kind of going back to the origins of, back to the early days of baseball, is like, who was the first person that determined that you should take a pitch 3-0 when you so often are going to get a big, it's just kind of one of those things that has carried on over the years where more often than not, you go ahead and take that pitch on 3-0, but it's like, you're not going to get much better of a pitch than you get on 3-0.
My favorite is when a guy, or gal for that matter, goes for the hit and it really tees off the pitcher.
Yeah, it's like, what did you expect?
Scarborough going to go to 4-6.
Yep, she's too fast to get the double play there. Didn't get it quite turned enough. And, of course, she was running well out of the box.
So that'll be the first out of the inning, as now we have ducks on the corner for Jordan Davis. The catcher has been playing very well on defense this evening. And Putnam City will go visit the mound with Monica Coates in relief duty. At this point in the game, they're just trying to get strikes to come their way because the offense for the Tigers has been playing pretty well. What do we have for remaining games left, Greg? Is it around?
I had it up earlier. I think they've got, after tonight, just 4.
Wow.
Depending on, I'm not sure. I think they maybe play 2 games on that festival at Jinx. So maybe 5.
It's just crazy how they start before school starts and then they're done just real quick.
Before fall break.
Yeah.
Pretty much the same with volleyball as well. Both sports have very quick lot of seasons with a lot of games.
1 out for Davis. That pitch way outside.
Generous corner there, but
I'm going to say Putnam City's catcher, Savannah Martinez, was able to frame that one.
She has elite framing skills, is what the scouting report says.
Runner goes for the Tigers. Scarborough, no problems going into second. Count is now 2-1 on Davis. Outfielders playing straight up. Davis. It's called strike.
I'd like to know who invented this whole armband softball sign.
You know, we did it in junior college baseball a lot.
You don't see it in baseball very often. You see, hold that thought.
You see it a lot more in softball, though.
Yeah, it's become almost, pretty much standard.
Now, I do wish sometimes when it comes to baseball, you might think I'm crazy here, but I kind of wish maybe we had 2 bases for first.
You have 4.
No, I meant like the extra base at first base for
Why's
safety
that?
reasons. Just for safety reasons.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's something that baseball could adopt.
Davis going to go looking.
Well, we talked a couple times about productive at bats. That was kind of one of the few times tonight that the Tigers were had an out with runners in scoring position where they weren't able to move or advance a runner, score a runner on that situation. So now a chance here to get a two-out single makes it 10-0 here if that can happen.
So Josie Henson at the plate. Showing bunt. Gonna pull it back. She swings right through it on Coach's first pitch. I don't think we'll see the orange base, though, in baseball someday, though.
Probably not. But you have, at least at the major league level, there's been quite a few, safety measures over the last few years, including the netting that's gone down the line further than it used to, which makes for less of a great seat when you get some of those premium seats. But
well, I would have caught a ball over the weekend.
The seats that you just had in Kansas City, did you have a net in front of you? And,
yep. Kyle Tucker hauling one in for the Astros, and if there was no net, I'd have probably gotten a ball. Henson letting that one go way outside, so it's now 1-2. Also in baseball, the bases have gotten bigger.
Yeah, that's when they first said that, I was like, what? Why do we need them to slightly grow? But
Henson with a chopper foul.
It has kind of increased the stolen bases this year. More guys are stealing. Actually, I saw the other day, I don't have the exact quote, but it was the highest percentage of steals in a long, long time. It's almost like, well, I think they probably need to be stealing more.
Henson unable to catch up to that. She goes down on strikes as well. Tigers not going to score in the bottom of the fourth. So we go to the top of the fifth. Broken Arrow leading it 8-0 against Putnam City North. You're watching Tiger Softball on ArrowVision.
Racing towards the end of the month? Ask about our early pay options. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
While you are teaching someone special the nuances of keeping the wheel steady, we can provide you means for you to maintain financial equilibrium. First National Bank of Broken Arrow. First people put people first.
Your side hustle keeps you moving. We'll help you get where you really want to go. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
And welcome back to the Tiger Softball Complex. Broken Arrow on top of Putnam City North, 8-0. 7 hits in the ball game. Is Hannah Jones now pitching for Broken Arrow. And coming up to the plate, Aubrey Miller, the first baseman for Putnam City North. With the lavender helmet.
Lavender Haze edition.
Yes. I'm going to say purple haze because I'm a big Jimi Hendrix fan.
Yeah.
Tigers getting it done so far on offense and defense this evening. They look to continue that here in the fifth. As Miller lets the first one go into the turf. Jones is pitch inside. Now makes the count 2-0. Third pitch to Miller, though. It's going to reach the outside corner for a called strike. So if I'm not mistaken, Panthers have yet to get a hit in tonight's contest.
Well, My friend, that's what's known in these parts as a no-hitter. I didn't. You didn't want to jinx us? I actually didn't realize that there, but yeah, I guess it's right there in front of me, huh?
I was an outfielder. I didn't believe in superstitions.
Well, if we know it's not a perfect game.
Right.
We had a walk earlier.
So Bogart Davis will come to the plate. She visits with her coach. And it looks like Putnam City North is going to go to a pinch runner, Presley Standridge. Will go on to first. Standridge shows bunt.
Oh,
nearly.
Almost had the second time that's happened tonight. That time she did a good job diving down low. You know, avoiding it. If she doesn't duck, she's probably getting tagged out.
Standridge gets underneath that tag. Second pitch to Standridge. Slow dribbler to first. As the Tigers are going to get the out by Jesse Piles. Now batting for PC North, Juan Stubbs. One out. Stubbs drawn bunt. She's going to be called for strike one as she did not pull it back. Hannah's pitch right down the middle as the count goes to 0-2. As Jones is just going to miss that one. It's now 1-2 on Stubbs. Stubbs fouls it off her foot. And she's going to take some time to brush that one off. She's telling Chloe Filippi that, no, I'm staying in. Everything's fine. Jones's pitch. Called strike three on the swing. So Stubbs goes down for the second out of the inning. Chloe Filippi, the right fielder, now up for the Panthers as the Tiger defense pulls in for the bunt. Fouls that one off, scares a Tiger dugout.
About got our camera guy down there, Logan Hawk. He's got to be careful putting that.
No relation.
Putting that lens so close to that net.
She fouls the second one off as well. Jones going low.
Got him.
Davis is going to get the out at third to end the inning. And the Panthers go down 8-0 so far for the Tigers with the lead here at the Tiger Softball Complex. We'll be back right after this on ArrowVision. Welcome back to the Tiger Softball Complex. Broken Arrow on top, 8-0. Now pitching for Putnam City North, Aubrey Miller. Due up for the Tigers, Hannah Jones, Jesse Piles, and Emily Gillen.
Dan, want to make sure we thank all our One Club sponsors here tonight. We got TTCU Federal, I just had a tongue tie there, Federal Credit Union, Tulsa Bone and Joint, First National Bank of Broken Arrow, Matthews Ford, Ascension St. John, the Arrow Group, and Quick Trip.
Thank you so much for helping out with Tiger Athletics. This is a new version of Vanilla Ice from what I'm hearing, as Hannah Jones steps to the plate. And no, we're not going down another song tangent.
You didn't want to have a Vanilla Ice
I
segment?
did not.
Talk about Queen and sampling. And did you ever see that famous clip of Vanilla Ice talking about the difference between his song and
Yes.
Like, no, mine was like dun 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 dun, and theirs was like dun, dun.
Just one extra beat or whatever. Jones going to with a slow dribbler back to the pitcher. She's going to be out at first. So that will bring up Jesse Piles to the plate. Piles, he called for strike one. Swinging right through it. The count now goes to 0-2. Bottom of the fifth. Piles hits a hard ground ball to the shortstop, but it's going to be a 6-3 out on the Tigers.
Next up for the Tigers, right fielder number 14.
I want to give a shout out to Broken Arrow Cheer, who finished runner-up in regionals in what was a very close contest this past weekend. Broken Arrow hosted that. They will move on to the 6A state championships this Saturday at Union. Don't have the times exactly on that, but be sure and pay attention to BA Tiger Sports for that, as the Tigers look to compete for a 6A co-ed cheer state championship.
You know, I always find it impressive when they throw one of their athletes up in the air.
Oh, I mean, that's what we need to do is do.
No thanks. I'm
Dan
afraid of
Does
heights.
Stuff cheerleading edition. You would you would be shocked how hard they practice. They have some Some pretty tough practices.
I
It's
could
very
do
impressive.
I could do the practice, but
You could probably do some stunting, right? You think you could toss somebody
man.
up with one?
You're not wanting me to go up in the air, are you?
No,
Okay.
that's not how it works.
Okay, good.
The guys don't get thrown out.
Gillen gonna foul that one off just out of the reach.
I'm not sure Coach Blood would trust you to put
Stubbs.
anybody in a stunt.
Yeah, I don't think so. I wouldn't trust myself. I would think I'd be more like Will Ferrell in SNL when he did the cheerleading bit
Oh, yeah.
way back in the day. Gillen was hit by the pitch in the second. As the count now falls to 3-1. Two outs here in the bottom of the fifth. Full count now. Gillen sending a little floater into right. It's going to just fall right near the foul territory. So she gets a long trot back to home.
Well, Dan, tomorrow on the BA Tiger Sports slate, our varsity volleyball team will be at Sand Springs. We got some 8th and 9th grade football games here at home versus Jinx. And then, like we said earlier, softball on the road at Southmore. And then Southmore football will be coming here on Friday for our homecoming battle.
As Gillen sends a drive into left, Putnam City bobbles it a little bit. She goes into second with a stand-up double here in the fifth.
Well, just when it looked like we may not be getting the 10 after 5 run rule, and the Tigers may be blanked for the first inning of the game, get a 2-out double back to the top of the order, so the Tigers could end this game on a 2-out rally right here if they can drive in a couple runs.
So Emily Evans come to the plate now. Evans lets that one go to the turf for ball one. Evans batting almost 400. 80 at bats, 25 games this season. Fouls one off. .31 hits on the season. Greg was talking about home runs earlier in this ball game. She's got 2. Evans going to let that one go in the turf as well. 2-1 the count. She fouls that one off out of reach.
Yeah, she wanted that pitch back right there. Just hung it a little bit, chance to drive it, but she was just out in front of it, just a smidge.
If not, that had base hit written all over it. Eight hits on 8 runs so far for the Tigers. As Evans hits a slow roller to third. She's going to get out at first. Stubbs with the throw, and that'll end the inning. Tigers, first inning scoreless. They're on top, 8-0 here at the Tiger Softball Complex. You're watching Tiger Softball on ArrowVision.
Life happens in a hurry. Our money experts will help you keep up. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance. Racing towards the end of the month? Ask about our early pay options. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
While you are teaching someone special the nuances of keeping the wheel steady, we can provide you means for you to maintain financial equilibrium. First National Bank of Broken Arrow. First people put people first.
Welcome back to the Tiger Softball Complex. Addison Jones now playing catcher for the Tigers. Taylor Clay. And Addison Jones is at first base for the Tigers. And I know I'm missing one more in there. Did I get them all? It's Hannah Jones still in the circle to begin the top of the sixth. As this one is going to be a slow ground ball out to first.
Interesting decision there to tag the runner rather than just touch first base, but we'll take it. One away.
So Rhea Schwarber at the plate for Putnam City North. She swings right through it.
You can call him PCN for sake of alliteration, or not alliteration, but abbreviation.
Rhea also going to ground out to Taylor Clay. Correction. Jesse Piles for the second out of the inning.
I got musical chairs out there with positions this inning for the Tigers. It's like they're trying to throw you for a.
They are.
Throwing you a curveball.
As Angel Franklin
keep you on
now
your toes.
Steps up to the plate for PC North. Jones gets her sign. She's going to ground to Scarborough. Scarborough gobbles it up, throws it to first to end the inning. 1-2-3 for the Tigers as they come up to the plate. They're on top, 8-0 over PC North.
Your side hustle keeps you moving. We'll help you get where you really want to go. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
Isn't it nice to know that you can spend your weekend any way you like? We have convenient e-bank products such as online banking, mobile deposits, mobile banking, and account alerts, just to name a few. E-bank, whenever, wherever, whyever. First National Bank of Broken Arrow. First people put people first.
Racing towards the end of the month? Ask about our early pay options. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
Looks like this one except green.
And welcome back to the Tiger Softball Complex. Taylor Clay up for the Tigers. In the bottom of the sixth inning, they lead it 8-0, along with 8 hits. That one in the dirt and outside, or in the turf, rather. Clay gonna get on first after the error by Putnam City North by Kylie Smith. So Macy Childers will come to the plate.
Let's get a walk-off. Is it 10 after 6 as well? No?
Ten after 6.
So the 2-run walk-off is in play right now.
For Macy Childers at the plate. First pitch, a ball. Count now even. No outs here in the 6th. Macy swinging a little early on that one. As the Tigers look for their 24th win of the season. One and two on Macy. She's going to send it into the gap. That one's going to go all the way to the wall. Clay rounding third. She's going to score easily. Childers into second with the stand-up double.
I think Coach King was actually waving her on to third, but she had the play in front of her and could kind of use her own judgment there. But second gap shopping RBI hit of the night for Childers.
So Aaliyah Scarborough, correction, now at the plate. She lets that one go low. Do you remember the bat you used back in the day?
That was a random question. I remember having
TPX Gold was mine.
Yeah, I had a TPX at some point. I remember having an Easton, some kind of Easton for a long time as well when I was younger, and then TPX kind of through high school.
The white bat just stood out to me as
Yeah.
she was. I get it was a little
Looks
random.
like most of them are
white, yeah.
using Eastons.
Scarborough swings and misses. The count now 2-1.
I do remember my sophomore year of high school. I bought a Wilson A2000 middle infield third base glove. It was like $250, and I ended up getting moved to the outfield.
Nice.
Most predominantly the next year. I used it for 1 year, and I literally played my entire junior year mostly borrowing a glove because I got moved from outfield to first base, and then I was like, I'm not going to buy all these multiple gloves. So I just literally played most of my junior and senior year borrowing other people's gloves because I didn't want to sell that and buy another one.
Scarborough fouls it off. Remember, my dad bought my brother and I baseball gloves, and he was very proud of them, thought that they were leather, and you know the old drill where you put some type of lubricant you put in the oven to soften them up. Well, he bought plastic gloves and almost burnt down our house. So
that's unfortunate. Good to know that you're still here.
Yeah. 3-2 the count on Scarborough. Scarborough sends it to center. This will be a can of corn for Putnam City North for the first out of the inning. Now batting at the plate, Addison Jones for the Tigers.
Next up, number 20, Addison Jones.
She has 12 games that she's been in this year. 3 hits, 1. And that one is going to be a fly out to left field for Jones. This will bring up Josie Henson. Henson showing bunt. She's going to get called strike right down the middle. 0-1 the count. Jones lets that one go way outside for 1-1. That one right down the middle as well. Count is now 1-2. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Tigers need 1 run to end this.
Got that winning run sitting over there waiting for somebody to be the hero.
Count is now 2-2. Henson swings right through it. They get 1 hit, 1 run, and no errors. Tigers lead it 9-0 as we head to the 7th here at the Tiger Softball Complex.
Recently, you've had to put your life on hold, and we're with you in this. At Ascension St. John, we're now open for appointments, and we are fully prepared for your safety and our care. As we open our doors again, our doctors, nurses, and care teams will continue to wear personal protective equipment. We've taken even more steps to clean and stringently disinfect all areas. We will maintain distancing in our waiting rooms, and will continue to limit visitors. And we will still screen all staff to protect their health and yours. Our emergency rooms are here 24/7. Please do not delay care. We're still delivering babies and performing surgeries. And we're open for your appointments, from specialists in surgical care to routine care and health screenings. Ask us about virtual visits. Ascension St. John continues to care for you, as we have been for almost a century. Thank you for trusting us.
Welcome back to the Tiger Softball Complex. Broken Arrow leading it 9-0 over Putnam City North. Kylie Smith up at the plate for the Lady Panthers.
Well, we've already mentioned it once, so doing it right now would not be jinxing it, but the Tigers do have a combined no-hitter going on right now as we go here into the top of the 7th. So pretty special pitching performance that we kind of got lost in the shuffle when they haven't been able to put the game away with the run rule the last couple innings.
Smith is called for strike 2. Hannah Jones looking to close this out for Broken Arrow in the circle. The infielders shift in. That was close for Kylie Smith, almost not pulling back, but I think after the ball going to the back of the net.
Got to find a way to catch that to get the strike call.
Yeah, you're not going to get it. So 1-2 now. She just fouls that one on the left side. I guess Scarborough was able to hang on. I'm blocked by the wall here, so that's the first out of the inning.
Out of the box, the call.
So that'll be the first out of the inning as Monica Coates comes up to the plate.
Definitely went on there. Yeah.
Hannah Jones pitching strong in the circle here. His count now moves to 0-2. One out here in the 7th. And the third pitch is a called strike on the outside corner on Coates. She's going down looking for the second out of the inning. Tigers have 5 strikeouts in this game against Putnam City North. That one's a foul ball. Bounces off the plate, rolls over to the Tigers dugout.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this Tiger pitching staff, but you know, on top of that, the defense has been outstanding. We've seen some great plays by the catcher, Jordan Davis. We've seen some great plays at shortstop, multiple positions. You know, Tigers have fielded the ball cleanly, and that's why we have a 9-0 game right now.
It is now 0-2 on Savannah Martinez after the foul ball and the strike on the outside corner. So Jones looking to close it out here. She's got the pitcher's count here in the 7th. That one was close. She wanted it. It was just a little bit outside. One and 2 on Martinez. She's going to be called for the strike. Jordan Davis unable to hang on, but no problems. They get out the inning at first base. That is your ball game. 9-0 Tigers. That improves them to 24-3. Putnam City North falls to 6-15 on the year. Tigers now travel on the road tomorrow to face Southmore. The final here, 9-0 with 9 hits. I want to thank ArrowVision along with all the students that helped out this evening. Blake Shy, our director, Greg Spencer, our color analyst. Once again, the final 9-0 here at the Tiger Softball Complex.